Hello students, welcome to you to my class. Today I am going to start another chapters continuity. Okay, continuous function, and okay of your class 12 mathematics. So let us see what is continuous function. What do you mean by continuous function? Okay, so what do you mean by continuous function? All of you know idea function. You got the definition of idea function. You know the definition and properties of the limits also. Okay, so how we can use the limit also in case of continuous function. Okay, Achha. What do you mean by continuous function? Let us discuss. Okay, the first point I am writing continuous function. Continuous function. Continuous function. Okay. So what is continuous function? A function is said to be a continuous function if the graph of the function. Suppose I am doing a graph of a given function. If f(x) is a given function, if I am doing a graph of that function, and it will be a continuous path without a breaking, without a gap or breaking. Okay, so this curve indicates that it is a continuous path. The continuous path, it is a continuous curve and there is no break. Okay, so a function y is equal to f(x) is said to be function if the graph of the function is a curve without a break. Okay, let us write down a function y is equal to f(x) is a continuous function is said to be a continuous function, said to be a continuous function at a point x is equal to a in its domain, if the graph of the function, if you draw the graph of that given function, the graph of the function is a core path, or curve line, is a curve. We can say curve is a curve without a break. Okay, so throughout its domain. Throughout its domain. Okay, so a function y is equal to f(x) is said to be a continuous function at a point x is equal to a if its domain of the function okay, the graph of the function is a curve path without a break throughout its domain. It means at every point we can find out the function, okay, should be exist. Okay, at every point the function should be continuous. Okay, and suppose you are doing a graph. I am drawing a line here like this. So this up to this is a continuous function. If I am creating like this certain gap here, you see, there is a gap, certain gap here. You see, creating a gap at this point. Here y equal fx is a function. Okay, is it continuous? Can you say fx is a continuous function? No, it is not a continuous function. Why? Because there is a small hole which create gaps between the two curves. And there is the curves has been divided by this certain gap. Okay, understand? So if you take a, suppose this is the domain of the function at this point x is equal to a, then the function of fa will be different value. Okay, the function fa is not defined. The function fx is not defined at x is equal to a. Okay, here you see, and some cases you can say the right hand limit. You see the limit of the function maybe exists. You see here the left hand limit of the function exists. Limit of the function exists. Limit of the function fx exists at x approaches a. Exists at x approaches a, but f of x is not defined. At x is equal to a due to a gap between them. Understand? You can see the left hand limit of the function exists means what? If a function is a continuous function, limit exists means all of you know the left hand limit LHL may be equal to right hand limit RHL. But fa is not defined. So f is not a continuous function. Okay, understand or not? Okay, so is it clear this point? The function f is not defined at this point. Okay, so can you note down here? You may note down this one. Okay, shall I erase it? Second point is that in the first point we discuss the limit and left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, but fa is not defined. Okay, so the function is not a continuous function. Okay, limit exists but fa is not defined. In the second case 1 we studied that limit exists, limit fx x approaches a exists, but f of a is not defined. In these cases. So f is not a continuous function. Okay. The second case is that the limit of the function exists. It means limit of the function exists. Suppose limit of the function exists. Okay, at x approaches a. That means left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Left hand limit means what? The limit fx when x approaches a minus is the left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, the limit fx where x approaches a plus. So left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Is it clear? but and f is defined, and f is defined. F is defined. You see now just a diagram. You see this is this is a small curve we can find out here. Here fx is defined. F is defined. Okay. Here this is the left hand limit, and this is the right hand limit. Okay. Understand? Here x is equal to a. What happened here? In this diagram, it is saying the limit exists and f is defined, but the limiting value of the fx, limiting of the function when x approaches a is not equal to the functional value of the function. But limit of fx is not equal to f at x is equal to a. That's why in these cases we can say f is not a continuous function. Not a continuous function. Continuous function. Continuous function. Okay? F cannot be continuous function. But you see the limit of fx, the functional value is defined, and the limiting of the function is exist. Left hand limit is right hand limit. The limiting value of the function is not equal to functional value. Limit of fx is not equal to f of a. So we cannot say limit of the function. So we can say f is not a continuous function. Is it clear from this diagram also? Okay, note down. Okay, let us see third cases. So in these cases, what we learn? What we learn here? Case 2. In these cases, you see. What do you see? The left hand limit of the function exists at x approaches a minus is equal to limit value of the fx when x approaches a plus. That implies limiting function is fx exists, limiting value of the function is exist, and f is defined. Defined at x is equal to a, at x is equal to, at x is equal to a, at x is equal to a. But what do you see here? What did you see here? But the limiting value fx is not equal to functional value when x approaches a at x is equal to a. So hence f is not a continuous function. This is the another case. Second case is we start. Okay. Okay. Understand? So okay, note down. Third point. Let us see now. Third point. Third point is 3. Look at here. Third point. Suppose I am doing a graph here. This is like this, and this is like this. You see. You see here. In this case, what happened? Can you say is it a continuous function? It is a continuous function. Is it a continuous function? Do you think? No. Why? Because you see here there is a, you see it is the function has been discontinuous because there is a gap, huge gap between the two curves. Okay. And another thing that the left hand limit, if you see the left hand limit, LHL, left hand limit fx x approaches a minus, you will find out maybe exist, left hand limit exists, okay. Similarly, right hand limit fx which x approaches a minus also exists. But here what you find out? What are you finding? But here you see the left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. You see the left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. So the limiting of the function does not exist. Limit fx x approaches a does not exist. Is it visible? Does not exist. So hence f is a discontinuous function. F is a discontinuous function, is not a continuous function. Is not a continuous function. Not a continuous. Is not a continuous function. Is it clear? Is it clear here? Okay. So this is the another case here. So what do you learn here? If the left hand limit, if limit does not exist, if left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit, so then f is a discontinuous function, means f is not a continuous function. Continuous function. Okay, this is clear? Understood or not? Okay. It's not a continuous function. Okay, let us see. Note down this one. Acha, let us see another case. So three cases we got. In the first cases, left hand limit exists. It means left hand limit is to right hand limit, and the function is not defined. So f is a discontinuous function. Second cases, the limit exists and the functional value exists, but limiting function is not equal to functional value. So the function is a discontinuous function. Function is not equal. And third cases we discuss. The limiting value of the function, left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. Left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. Okay. Left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. So fourth case is another case is there. Case 4. In the case 4, what you see here, the function, you see now, it is a continuous function, we can say. So here a function left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Okay, that implies limit fx x approaches a minus and limit fx x approaches a plus. Another case 1, point A, point B, the fa is defined, fx is defined, fx is defined, Rx is equal to a. And third cases is that the limiting value of the function is equal to functional value fa. In this cases, the three condition is satisfied, then we can say f is a continuous function, continuous, and there is no gap and there is no break in the curve, and the curve is a continuous part. Okay, so this is about the continuous function. You get, understand? Another thing, if this is a point, P is a point on the graph, if you see, and here x is equal to a, and this is f of a, and this portion, you see, this portion, this is called left hand continuous function. What is left hand continuous function? Left hand continuous function means if the left hand limit is exist, if the function is continuous from the left hand side, then it is called left hand continuous function. Okay. Okay. What is left hand continuous function is that left hand continuous function is that point number 5 is saying, okay, the left hand continuous function, continuous function left hand continuous function means what is that? A function is said to be a left hand continuous function. A function is said to be a left hand continuous function if it is continuous from the left hand side. If it is continuous from left hand side, that implies if the left hand limit exists, that implies the left hand limit exists. That implies limit fx when x approaches a minus exists. Another thing, the limit fx x minus x approaches a minus is equal to functional value fi. Then it is called f is a left continuous function. We can say left continuous function. It is called a left continuous function. Okay. Understand? This is another point. Note down. Left continuous function. Okay. Note down, students. So it is a left continuous function. Okay. Similarly, let us next come to the Another point, right continuous function. If a function is continuous from the right hand side, point number 6. If right continuous function is that, right continuous function. So if a function is continuous, if a function is continuous, from right hand side, right hand side of the curve, then f is a right continuous function. Right continuous function. Continuous. Okay. Understand? In right continuous function, what you see now? The right hand limit must be exist. Right hand limit must be exist. Means limit fx and x approaches a plus exist. Okay. Second one is that the right hand limit fx must be equal to what? Functional value. So x approaches a. Then here f is called a right continuous function. Is called right continuous function. Continuous function. Okay. So these are about the right continuous function. It means if you see, this is a graph of the figure, and this is the point. This is the domain at the point x is equal to a, and this is called left hand continuous function. This part and this part, and this part is called right hand continuous function. Left hand continuous function, right hand continuous function. This is LHL and this is RHL. So if a function, if the left hand continuous function and right hand continuous function are equal, understand, and the function exists, and if the function exists, then the function limiting value of the function must be equal to the functional value. Then we can say also function is continuous function. So okay, is it clear? So left hand continuous function, right hand must be equal to right hand continuous function. Then we say the function is exist. Okay, and the limiting value of the function, limit fx must be equal to the functional value. Then we can say the function is a continuous function. Okay, these are about some idea about the continuous function. And okay, let me, next point I am going to discuss about the algebra of continuous function. Okay, understand? So let us erase this one. Next topic I am going to discuss algebra of continuous function. Algebra. Okay. Next point, algebra continuous function. Okay. One theorem I would like to explain here, and that is the theorem number 1. One theorem I am going to explain, that is the theorem number 1. Let us say it is saying, the statement is that if f and g are two continuous functions, in its domain, at x is equal to a, then number 1, f plus g is a continuous function. Let us see. Okay, f is a continuous function. How to prove this one? Okay, proof. Understand or not? Acha, here is saying that f is a continuous function. At x is equal to a. That implies, from that what we understood, the limiting value of the function, limit of fx, x approaches a, must be equal to the functional value. Okay. Similarly, g is also continuous function. That means limit of gx when x approaches a is equal to g of a. Because a is a continuous function, it is given in the question. To prove f plus g is a continuous at x is equal to a. At x equal to a means what? To prove what? Limit f plus g x when x approaches a is equal to f of ga. We have to prove this one. The limit of f plus gx when x approaches a is equal to f plus ga. Is it clear? Okay. Okay. Let us prove it. Okay. Acha. You see now, limit, take LHS left hand side, limit f plus g x approaches a, and that is equal to limit of f of x plus g of x when x approaches a. ठीक है, x approaches a. अच्छा, next point. As we know, limit of fx plus gx is equal to how much? Limit of fx plus limit of gx Yes or no? Understand? It means what student have to say? Limit of fx means what? F of a plus g of a, and that is equal to a plus g of a. That's hence the limit of a plus g x approaches a is equal to a plus g. You see here the limit of a plus gx is equal to functional value of a plus g. So hence it is proved that a plus g is a continuous function. Is a continuous function at x is equal to a in the domain. Is it okay? Understand? That's the second point. Similarly, second point you have to prove it. Okay? Okay, another point. So if f and g are the continuous function, then limit of a plus gx, a plus is also a continuous function. Point 2. Similarly, if f and g are the continuous function, we have proved f minus g is also continuous function. Is also continuous function. Is also continuous. Okay, let us prove. That implies you have to prove it. Limit f minus a when x approaches a, x is equal to f minus g a. Limit of the function must be equal to the functional value. This is the thing we are going to prove, so that the f minus g can be continuous function. Let us see LHS. Left hand side, limit f minus g x, very simple, x approaches similar manner. So limit f of x minus g of x. Okay, so x approaches a, and that is equal to limit of fx minus limit of gx when x approaches a. Here x approaches a, and limit of fx, you know what, f of a, because they are continuous function, and g of a, that implies f minus g of a. Hence that is equal to right hand side RHS. So since the limit of f minus ex is equal to f minus functional value of f minus ex, so it is proved that f minus g is also a continuous function. Continuous function. Is it clear? Is it clear, students? Is it clear? Okay, let us note down. Okay. So third point, if f and g are the continuous function, then we have to prove that the product of the f and g is also a continuous function. Third point, f g is also a continuous function. Okay. It means limit f of g x when x approaches a is equal to f of g. We have proof. Let us say left hand side, the limit x approaches a f g x, and that is equal to limit x approaches a f of x g of x, that is equal to limit f into g. All of you know limit f into limit g, as I know. So limit fx when x approaches a into limit gx when x approaches a, and limit fx is equal to what? F of a into g of a, that is equal to fg of a. F is a function of a, g is a function of a, so fg is a function of a, hence fg is also a continuous function. Is also a continuous function. Is it clear? Proved. Okay, friends. So note down this one. Okay, next point. Next point, point number 4. If f is a continuous function, reciprocal of 1 by f is also a continuous function. Is also a continuous function. Is also a continuous function. Okay. Okay. Let us say. Acha. 1 by f reciprocal of is a continuous function means the limit 1 by fx when x approaches a is equal to 1 by fa. Then we can prove it is a 1 by f reciprocal of f reciprocal of a function is also a continuous function. Okay, let us say now limit 1 by f x when x approaches a, that is equal to limit x approaches a 1 by fx, 1 by fx. Understand? And that is equal to 1 by limit fx x approaches a. Since fx is a continuous function, so limit of fx is equal to f of a, 1 by f of a, 1 by f of a. That implies the limit 1 by f of x when x approaches a is equal to 1 by fi. So the limiting of 1 by f is equal to functional value. That is why the reciprocal of a function f is also continuous. Is also continuous. Continuous function. Clear? Clear? Huh? Clear? So note down. Okay, next point, point number 5. Another point. Another point is that if f and g are the continuous function, then f by g is also continuous function. F by g is also continuous. Is also continuous function. Let us see. Is also continuous function. Okay. Acha. That means we have to prove that limit f by g x approaches a is equal to f by ga. Then it can be continuous function. F by g can be continuous function. Now see limit f by g x when x approaches a, and that is called to limit x approaches a. So f of x divided by g of x. Can you do or not? Then that implies limit of fx by gx is equal to limit of fx is equal to divided by limit of gx. Limit of gx. Okay, yes or no? Huh? So after that you can write f of a by g of a, or we can write f by g of a. Thus it is also clear that limit of f by gx is equal to f by g is the functional value of f by gx. So hence it is clear f upon g is also a continuous function. Is also a continuous function. Okay, students. So these are the basic concept of the continuous function. I hope you have understood this class, and you will go through again and again, and you will try to solve the problem over the continuous function and at what point the function may be discontinuous. Okay. So one thing remember, a function is always continuous function if the left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. It means if the limit of the function exists and the limiting value of the function must be equal to the functional value. Okay. So thank you for your patience to listen to the class. Hope you have understood and you will practice and you will. Okay, see you next. Thank you. With this, thank you, students.